All right, this is a no heat call that the lady said her blower motor was running continuous, and she called the company that installed it, and they came out here and told her she didn't have any warranty left and it was a really expensive blower motor, and she didn't like what they said, so she called us. So let's see if we can see what this thing is. Well, for one thing, we're not going to get the model and serial number without. I'll take that piece of so-called flashing. Look at that. Good Lord. Well, that's nice. So first we better determine if they were correct, if it actually does have the blower motor issue. Then we will find out about the warranty. But that first part of that serial, 13, that's probably right on the line. We'll find out. All right, it is a half horse X-13 motor, and it was purchased 11/29 of 13. So she's got about 10 more months of warranty. So either way, I'm gonna go ahead and exchange this for her, and she'll be glad to know she had a little bit of warranty left. But they are correct. This is the issue. However, they were incorrect about the warranty. Something tells me they were just trying to get money out of her, but I'm gonna swap it out for her right quick, and she can just pay us just a service fee and labor, and we'll get her back up and going. All right, so we got it loose here, and look at this, man. It's one of these cheap mobile home trailer type Heil ICP units. It's not even a I'm not sure if this was just a cheaper model or what, but most of them, you know, had that carrier frame, and this is totally different. But look at that. Look at the heat strip mounted to the side of the blower like that. So anyway, unhook that right quick, and I'm sure it'll be pretty easy from there. Just never seen that crap before. All right, the supplier has a motor for us. Look at that. Pretty crusty. That ought to be fun to get off. All right, so what I did is I tapped it down a little bit. I loosened the set screw, and just took my hammer and tapped that down a little bit so I can get past it to the clean part. Now we're going to sand off as much of that rust as we can with this, and try a little of this Jack of all sprays. Somebody sent me a handful of these little samples. So it kind of foams up, but I'm gonna give it another little shot and see if that'll let us get this thing off easy out here in the field. All right, so that is sanded pretty clean. We'll see what this stuff here will help us get it off. Let's try to get one little shot up in the actual set screw hole there. Let's see we'll give that just a minute and see if it'll slide off. Maybe we'll get lucky. Alright, I sprayed a little of this jack of all trades foam up in the hole and around there. I'm going to let it sit just a minute and we'll see if it comes off. Yep, one little tap. I hit it a few times with the rubber end and it didn't budge. And this one's got the kind of the glue or whatever that is, but for some reason when I use that center spot right there, you know, you can tell it doesn't really sound the same. It doesn't seem to mushroom out the shaft real bad. Sometimes it'll get down even and there's nothing I can do but just drill a hole in it and then stick a shaft in the hole and knock it out. Sometimes just drilling the hole relieves the pressure, but nonetheless that one came out easy. So let's get it swapped out. All right, we were able to get, I guess, the same motor. Actually able to get it under warranty, so at least the customer doesn't have to pay for the part. So let's get this thing back together and get it in here right quick and get him some heat. Alright, she's in there, pretty much in the middle. And we got her tightened down. And I should have this facing the right way, so let's get this thing back in here and turn it on. I guess this is not the worst thing in the world I've ever seen design wise, but I know one thing, keeping the heat strips so close to the evaporator coil does seem to be causing a lot of excessive rust. I mean, look at every little piece of metal on the strips is rusting, obviously during the cool mode, and look at all this. I mean, less than 5 years old, and so this thing is, and of course the shaft, it was really bad rusted because this goes up against the coil there, but you see how it mounts. It has a slot it sits in and then screws here and sits in the bottom and the side and slots. So not that bad of a design, other than to keep it small they couldn't put this in front of the blower. So, you know, it was small and compact and pretty easy to work on, but it's certainly not going to live a really long life, especially these components here and all that. But anyway, let's get this thing in place and plug it in. Alright, it's back in there. We got this bracket back on it. I guess I'll run go get a zip tie. I can take a regular zip tie and put it through those two slots right there, and that'll secure that wire to right here. And these are the 4 screws that hold it in, and it's in the slot on the other 2, as you saw. But you know, it was fairly easy to work on, but it's not a great design. So anyway, it's cold in the house. I'm sure she's ready to see some heat, so let's get her going. Alright, it's back together, and of course you see this so-called flashing back in the same screw holes and everything. It's doing nothing. I mean, any and every rat or squirrel can run right in there. This is not keeping water off of the ductwork or out of the house. This is just a flapping cap type flashing, and I tell you, these installers that do this kind of work, they just don't care about anything. Now, I did offer to the customer to reflash this for a very fair price, but she declined. So I bent this out where you could at least see the serial number, and I guess you can almost get the model now if you had to. But, you know, we do what we're hired to do. So let's cut this thing on and pick up our mess and go. I guess the thermostat was already on and calling in the house, obviously. It came right on, so we'll go in and make sure it's blowing. 2 more to go, so let's move on. Thanks for watching. All right, it's up and running. Look at that. 47 in the house. So obviously the auxiliary and the heater both on. So at 47 in here, I guess we're the hero today. All right, let's go to the next one. Thanks for watching.